from the Blast Process team, and today we're going to have a look at my game room. This will be the first of a feature we're going to do on the site, where we're going to look at each Blast Process member's room where they play games. I've amassed a bit of a collection, so come on in, let's have a look. Come on. Yeah, GoldenEye, good game, innit that? Okay, from here I've got all sorts of stuff. We've got some SATURN games here. These are all Japanese SATURN games. I don't have a PAL SATURN. I decided to go for a Japanese one because I'm really into fighting games. So a lot of these games here, you'll see, are fighting games. So let's just pick out a few here that are quite good. Of course, you've got classics like Fighters Mega Mix. I mean, you can get that on PAL, but it's a really good game. More obscure ones, like Anarchy in the Nippon, and this was done by ex-Virtua Fighter team members, I'm led to believe, and that's pretty good too. And it's got a few shooters, like Twin B, Deluxe, Cotton 2, that's a good one. A few more Guardian Heroes, there's another SATURN classic game. I'm a fan of the been into fighting games. If you're a fan of the King of Fighters series, so you got 96, 97. I've got 95 as well. That's in the big boxes. It's not out here. This is it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. It's really trippy. Pulirula. Yeah. So all sorts here. Knights, of course, got the controller for that as well. Samurai Showdown, Parodius, all-time classic. That's Sexy Parodius is probably the best Parodius game of the series. Street Fighter, of course. Sonic Jam. Some few more Street Fighters. And got a fuck. Can drop games as well. Yeah, this is the film one, based off the live-action film. Ain't that bad, but you know, it just plays really like Street Fighter 2, but with digitized Mortal Kombat kind of characters. Rather play Street Fighter 2. And yeah, so that's SATURN games. Just here you've got a few boxes of Game Boy Advance games. Certain things like WarioWare Twisted. That's a great game. Really like the WarioWare series. Sonic Advance ones. Mario Kart Super Circuit. That's Slug. Kirby Amazing Mirror. Quite like Kirby's, Wario Lands, and then Earthworm Jim at the bottom there. Thanks to my friend Tom for picking up from the car boot for us. A few boxes of bits and bobs here. You've got a Master Converter there, Game Boy Advance box, Dreamcast guns, Street Fighter pads for the PS1 and PS2. Nothing really that interesting down there. Guitar Hero, everyone's got to have a Guitar Hero. Got Guitar Hero 3, a couple of mics there. Use them on Rock Band. I've got that on PS2. Gotta love Mega Drive. Hey Mega Drive Gary. So a selection of Mega Drive games here, starting off with Sonic 1 and 2, Streets of Rage. This is one I don't know if it's slightly obscure or not. Gwinoog. That's a side-scrolling shooter. Really good. You play a guy with wings and you shoot stuff. It's pretty surreal. Some of the enemies in there are like really wacky. Tough game, a good one. One that you might not have played before. Really like platform games, so I've got a fair few of them. I think my favourite games are platform games, fighting games, driving games. I say that's really the ones that I really like. I love back in the age of Master System and Mega Drive, you had all these character-based games. You know, a few of them were a bit crap, you know, Awesome Possum and things like that. But I do really like that. It's quite nostalgic, all those games characters, and every game based on a film was a platform game. I used to love that. So I've got some of the best platformers anyway on Mega Drive. World of Illusion with Donald and Mickey. You can do co-op in that. It's good. Of course, the Rocket Knight games, Rocket Knight Adventures and Sparkster. Turtles. That's another nostalgic youth thing. So I've got the fighting game Tournament Fighters and the side-scroller Hyperstone Heist. A really good, well, Gunstar Heroes. I'm kind of that's actually my friend Tom's game, but I've kind of been sitting here for a while, so Ranger X. Now I must show you that one because this graphically one of the best looking games on Mega Drive, and a great fun, again it's a shooter, side-scrolling shooter, but can be a bit tough, but that's you know, challenge is good. Really recommend you pick up that game. So Lemmings, gotta have a version of Lemmings. I've got Lemmings on the CDI, but I've also got the Mega Drive version. Aladdin, I could go on with all these games. Earthworm Jim, Dynamite Headdy, underappreciated classic. Rise Star, amazing platform game with some really great ideas in it. Well worth getting that one. Of course, you've got Sonic 3 as well. Not a big fan of Echo, but I do happen to have both Echo games. I find them a bit tough. You know, it's not knowing what to do. Echo Junior, I think, was probably the best one, but I've got that on the Mega Drive collection on PS2. So again, you got the Disney games. Some great Disney platformers. Mickey Mania, graphically, that was a really nice. I think Dominic Diamond of Games Master once said, "Mickey Mania, better looking than my girlfriend." That was one of the quotes he used in the advertising for the game. It's a good looking game, but I'm sure his girlfriend wasn't very happy about that. Pinocchio, similar to Mickey Mania in terms of visual style and gameplay, but like Mickey Mania, it's not that deep. It's more like more of a good looker than a good player, Pinocchio. But it's a nice one to have, like the Disney ones. Of course, Lion King. Cannon Fodder, as a classic game. Dave Jennings.
Dave Jennings enjoys that one.
He does. Hello there, Mike. You've spoken up now. So we have Ren and Stimpy. Stimpy's Invention. Great game. Just picked this up recently. It's got all the charm and character of the classic Ren and Stimpy show. And it's good fun. You kind of work as a tag team. So if you're playing 2-player, one's Ren, one's Stimpy, and you work together to do certain moves. Really fun game. Well worth picking up. Worms, not too fond of the Mega Drive version of Worms. Much prefer playing it on the PC, but you know, I've got it anyway. Lemmings 2, tough game that. I much prefer again the original Lemmings, but you know, it's got loads of different stuff, loads of different characters in, which is part of the charm of it. Always a game I wanted to get as a kid, Lemmings 2, because I only had Lemmings on the CDI, I couldn't get it, so it's good to be able to pick this up. And it didn't cost me $49.99 either, just to show that games really have always been immensely expensive. Zool! Oh, Mike. Zool, Zool, Zool. The best box quote ever. I'm going to have to read this out to you. Once every year, the games world is rocked by games so stunning, so fast, so colourful, so big, so demanding, so awesome, so varied, so incredible, and so full of fabulous features and unexpected treats that everybody just looks at it and says, "That's it!" Capitals. This year, Zool, Ninja from the Nth Dimension, is definitely it. And need I say any more? Zool. Dog's bollocks. Right. Not really, yeah, it's alright, it's a bit tough. I keep saying these games are hard, but that is a very hard game. Now, no Mega Drive collection is complete, I don't think, without Micro Machines. We've got Micro Machines 2 and 96. Coming soon, we'll have a more in-depth look at the Micro Machines series, courtesy of someone called Mega Drive Gary. Right. NES games here, box NES games. Some great ones here. Sunsoft made some really good games for the NES. You've got 3 of them here: Batman, Blaster Master, Gremlins 2. Capcom's Disney games were really good. So you got Chip and Dale, DuckTales, another Capcom classic, original Bionic Commando. Here we have a copy of one of my favourite platformers of all time, Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Now, I am a big Jackie Chan fan, but this is also a very good game. It's made by Hudson, great developer. This actually is a sealed copy. I don't know if it's worth anything. I've already got it, just the cartridge on its own. Got that quite a while back. First played this game on a NES emulator actually. Oops, emulators. Let's talk about them. But yeah, sealed copy of the game. Might be worth something. Don't know, but it's just a nice thing to have. I think it's one of my favourites. Also another favourite NES game, Shadow Warriors, or as most people know, Ninja Gaiden. Got it right.
Gaiden.
Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden. That's the original one. I'd love to get the second and third games on NES. I think the third one's on NES, isn't it? But I don't think they're released on PAL. So I think maybe get an Australia PAL version. Maybe. Track one of them down sometime. Time Toon Adventures. That was given to me by my friend Adam. It's very kind of him. Along with Crash Dummies. And if any of you are familiar with Angry Video Game Nerds videos, you know that this symbol is usually the sign of a very bad game. From what I've played of Crash Dummies though, it was okay. Well, so, but not classic by any means. One game that does have lots of novelty value is Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja. Well, highlight being when you finish a level, the sampled voice bit when he's "I'm bad." Now that's play that game. That's good. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Good game. A couple of SNES games here. Both classics from Konami. Sparkster. Really like Sparkster. Much better, I'd say, because the Mega Drive version and the SNES version are actually different games, even though they have the same title. This, I'd say, is the better of the two versions. But the charm, there's nothing like the charm of the original Rocket Knight Adventures. That's the classic Sparkster game. But that beautiful game, great graphics, and brilliant side-scrolling beat 'em up there. All the style of Batman Returns, and really well done game. Not many games you get to smash people's heads together, but you're doing that. Not that I'm, a violent person, but it's fun to partake in a bit of Batman Returns. Making a huge leap forward now, a few generations. On this shelf down here I've got all my GameCube games. Yeah, I've got quite a few GameCube games. I like the GameCube, I think it's a really good console with some really good... I mean, there may not be the biggest selection of games on it, but what's on it, there are some real classics. Good fun stuff. You know, I've got Beyond Good and Evil on GameCube, but I really need to play that because I've heard a lot of good things about that game, so I decided to pick that up and to give that a go. I quite like 1080 Avalanche. I know a lot of people prefer the original 1080. I say I probably still do, but this has got a lot of style to it. I like the Avalanche thing, where you have to... Yeah, so there's a few more here. Burnout 2, ace Burnout game, really good. Burnout series has always been fantastic. 2 Donkey Kongers. Jungle Beat, really great platform game where you use the bongos to control Donkey Kong. Dashing the Giant. Now I don't know how many of you are familiar with this game, but it's a very unique title. It's a bit of a curiosity more than anything. It's not a game I play a lot of, but the entertainment value is high. So that's a good one. Eternal Darkness, that's another GameCube classic. F-Zero GX, Ikaruga, tough game, very tough game, very good game. I've got the Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess on the GameCube. See, at the time when this came out I didn't have a Wii yet, so which I do have. I got this one, and I don't know, this is reasonably sought after, I think. I know it can sell for about 30 quid or something, but it's a great game, and it's nice to have it on GameCube. I've got the special edition of Wind Waker 2. It comes with the Master Quest disc. All the Marios, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, Double Dash, which Double Dash is still my favourite Mario Kart game. Despite what's come after or before, I just love the whole tag dynamic in it, and I love the visual style of it. It's just really fun, and great tracks on there as well. Nothing beats going around Baby Park with like loads of weapons and just free for all. So yeah, Paper Mario, Pac-Man World 2 is a really good game. Great platform game there, and probably maybe go as far as saying the best game on GameCube, Resident Evil 4. Fantastic. I think you can definitely consider this in the classics area. We saw Mike recently play the game, the Wii version in the dog video. Bit of a Sonic fan. It never died, really. So I still do like Sonic games. Not the pick of the bunch. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, kind of. It's as far as 3D Sonic games go, it's one of the better ones. But we've got that for like a couple of quid. Of course, I've already got that one on the Dreamcast, but it's got a few extra characters and levels and stuff. I've also got Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah. So Sonic Meg Collection was actually my first GameCube game when I got second-hand GameCube, quite long after the initial release. Well, a long time after. Dirt cheap I got it with this. And yeah, it's great to have all the Sonic games on there. There's a bit more than on, say, Sonic Jam on a Saturn, for instance. Sonic Jam's a continuation of that. Soul Calibur 2, said I'm a big beat 'em up fan. I've got Soul Calibur 2 on PS2, Xbox and GameCube. I managed to pick them up all quite cheap, and it's nice to be able to have all the different versions, all the different characters. So everyone knows Duck Calvin and got Link in that version. Star Wars, always like Star Wars. Road Leader, Rebel Strike. Super Monkey Ball. Ah, Monkey Ball. Gotta love Monkey Ball. And they've got 2 Beautiful Joes. Sphinx. Now here's a game which I do recommend if you're into platform adventure kind of games. Well worth picking up that. Great game. And WarioWare, and it goes on. Got the Game Boy player, which is great to be able to play Game Boy Advance games on the telly. It's got a few of them. And a couple of discs here which handily let you play imports on PS1 and Dreamcast. Sit there whenever I'm out in the gun. And a Poke Walker. Comes in handy for training your Pokemon. Oh, on the move! I'll keep my hand still, Mike. No, I've not got Pokemon on there at the minute.